Today I am going to discuss certain important points regarding 18th group. Clear? Last class, if you have seen my video, I have covered nearly number of things, basics of group number 18, their elements, the type of properties like ionization enthalpy, electronegativity, radius. Clear? In that one point was very important, that was electron gain enthalpy, and electron gain enthalpy is highly positive for group number 18. I hope you have studied the textbook also. One competition point also I have discussed, that is known as the Clade threads, and Clade threads are nothing but a capability of an noble gas to enter into the crystals of metallic lattice in the voids or in the space, where helium neon cannot do it and other can do it. In that, xenon was having the more capability of formation of Clade threads. Today we are going to study in detail about the compounds formed by the xenon. Clear? And only there is a one compound which is xenon, which is forming the number of compounds and it is doing the number of reactions with fluorine, with oxygen, and today I am going to teach you just the overview of group number 18. So you understand here that your group number 18 is over today. It's completely related to exam competition. In next 2 lecture more, I will discuss certain key points. I will give you certain key points. That key point you should write down, okay, and then we will wind up the chapter. Clear? So you can write down the first noble, write down along with me. The first noble gas compound was prepared from xenon by the scientist name, you can write down Neil Bartlett or Bartlett, okay. The compound was XePtF6. Please, very important, this MCQ. Which of the following is the first ever compound formed by the noble gases? It was XePtF6. Remember. Guarantee it will be asked. So which was the first compound was prepared from the noble gas? So xenon was the first element, and xenon is only the element which can prepare or which have a capacity to prepare the compounds, and Neil Bartlett was the scientist who prepared the first compound from the xenon, and the name of that compound was XePtF6. The formula was XePtF6. Everyone, my students, please listen. This question is very important. 17, 18 groups are very important. Out of that, one question comes frequently, and this question is, which of the following is the compound made by the xenon? The xenon compound is XePtF6, not PtF5, not PtF4. No, it is XePtF6. Clear this part? So, and this compound was prepared by Neil Bartlett. So Neil Bartlett was the first scientist who prepared the xenon compounds, and that formula was XePtF6. Everyone remembered? This compound was prepared from, you can remember, the compound was prepared from this compound. So this compound was prepared from O2PtF6. This compound was prepared from O2PtF6. This is also a very important compound. Okay? So they will ask 2 questions, that who can prepare the compounds from the group number 18. Xenon is only the element which is forming the number of compounds. The first compounds of xenon is XePtF6. It was prepared from O2PtF6. Who prepared? Neil Bartlett. Clear this part? Now see here, students, how it has prepared. This reaction is also very important. So see, this O2PtF6 was made to react with xenon. This O2PtF6 was made to react with xenon. Now see here the splitting will occur. This splitting is very important. Please focus here. Do not see here and there. Please focus here. See it. Check it out. You will understand this topic is damn easy. Within a half an hour, we will complete whole group number 18. That's it. It's important in this chapter. Please check it out. This is very important theory and very important lecture today. So when you crack this, you will get O2 plus. Please remember this cracking. This cracking is very important. O2 plus and PtF6 minus. Yes or no? So O2 plus and PtF6 minus. Now as you know that xenon as we move downside the group, last class also I told you, as we move downside the group, ionization enthalpy decreases. So as we move downside the group, ionization enthalpy decreases and electronegativity also decreases. Due to this reason, xenon has a capacity to lose the electron. So xenon will lose the electron Xe and forms Xe plus, and they two this will get combined and forms what? XePtF6, and O2 plus will remain as it is. Okay, so O2 plus. So this, in this way we are forming the compound. Now how this compound is formed? How this compound is formed? This is very important. This is very important. How this compound is formed? On what basis did the Neil Bartlett decided that xenon can react with O2PtF6? So this is very important. This reason you have to understand that why xenon has a capacity to replace O2 plus from PtF6. Yes or no? You can see here that O2PtF6 is reacting with xenon, and xenon is taking place of O2 plus. This O2 plus is dioxygenyl, and this you have studied, no, bond order, their bonding capacity, Nb minus Na, everything you have studied in the chapter number chemical bonding. Yes or no? Their molecular orbital theory. Yes or no? Their molecular orbital electronic configuration. So this is dioxygenyl. Okay. So you can see in this reaction what we are doing actually. In this reaction, this xenon is replacing O2. This xenon is replacing O2 in O2PtF6. That's why it is getting what? XePtF6. So why it is possible? How it is possible? What is the reason that xenon can replace O2 from O2PtF6? The reason is very simple. See, Neil Bartlett observed what? That he observed that O2, see, I have to form O2 to what? I have to form O2 to O2 plus. So from O2, if I am forming O2 plus, from understand now, this reason is difficult. So I have to form O2 plus, no? See, what is my thing? See, there was an O2 plus, it was in PtF6. So Xe plus has reacted with PtF6, or I can say Xe plus has replaced O2 plus. Xe plus has replaced what? O2 plus, no? So Xe plus is capable of replacing O2 plus. Why? This reason I am explaining. So Neil Bartlett had told that Xe plus is capable of replacing O2 plus. Why? We will see this. See, I am taking this O2 gas, and from this O2 gas I will remove one electron. When I remove the electron from O2, so removal of electron creates a positive charge. So when I remove the electron from O2, so O2 plus will be formed, and during this I am supplying the energy 1175 kilojoule. Similarly, I am taking Xe, and from Xe also I remove one electron and forms Xe plus, xenon plus. So for this also the supply energy it is observed at say 1170 kilojoule. See, to form O2 to O2 plus I have to supply energy how much? 1175 kilojoule. Similarly, to form Xe plus, from Xe I have to supply 117 kilojoule, 1170 kilojoule. So in short, I have to supply the similar energy. You can see the energy is similar. Yes or no? To convert O2 to O2 plus and Xe to Xe plus, the energy is similar. Hence, what I observed, when I supply the energy for xenon nearly 117 kilojoule, so it will convert into Xe plus, and when I supply energy for O2, there will be 1175 kilojoule. 1175 kilojoule. So this forms 8 O2 plus. In this way, xenon can replace O2 plus, because xenon ionization enthalpy is nearly similar to O2 plus. Due to this reason, xenon can replace O2 plus. Clear this part? This was the theory, and this was the reason given by the Neil Bartlett. Neil Bartlett told what? The xenon form Xe plus from xenon formation energy required is 1170. Similarly, the formation of O2 plus from O2, the energy required is 1175 kilojoule. Due to this reason, xenon plus can replace O2 plus due to the similar ionization enthalpy energy. Clear this part? So this is the important reason. Anyone can ask you, very important reason, that how xenon can replace O2 plus. Xenon can replace O2 plus because the energy required for the formation of O2 plus from O2 is nearly 1175, and the energy required for the formation of Xe plus from X is nearly 1170. So the energies are similar for the conversion of O2 plus and Xe plus. Due to this reason, Xe plus can replace O2 plus from O2 PtF6. That's why Xe PtF6 is possible. Clear this part? Clear this part? Understanding or not this reason? Once more shall I say, for the conversion of O2 to O2 plus dioxygenine, so there is a one removal of electron. So if I want to remove one electron from O2, I have to supply 1175 kilojoules. So I will get O2 plus. If I have to remove the electron, one electron from xenon to convert into xenon plus, so I require the energy 1170 kilojoule. So the energy is similar to convert to O2 plus from O2 and Xe plus to Xe. That's why Neil Bartlett told that Xe plus can replace O2 plus from O2 PtF6 because the energies are similar. In this way he founded the compound, and the compound is Xe PtF6. So which was the first compound formed by the xenon? The first ever compound formed by the noble gases is from xenon, and that compound name is XePtF6. In this way it was prepared from O2PtF6. And what was the reason for the formation of O2PtF6? It was observed that the ionization enthalpy of the conversion of O2 plus from O2 and Xe plus from Xe are similar, hence Xe plus can replace O2 plus from O2PtF6, hence XePtF6 compound is possible. Write down this. Clear? I hope you understood. I hope you understood. I am not giving you today notes. Directly you can remember because it's very easy. Everything you can remember. Clear this part? Clear this part? Write down this. Chalo, take a screenshot. Chalo, fatafat. Taken. Chalo. Now we will see certain reactions of xenon. So make a heading, the reactions of xenon. First you are done, reaction with fluorine. So see here, Xe will react with fluorine, okay, and it can form nearly 4 compounds. First is XeF2, okay. So you can see here, Xe and F2 will form compound to form a what? XeF2. The ratio is 1:1 ratio. What ratio? That is 1 Xe and 1 F2. Okay. So one part of Xe and one part of F2. If I take, I will form XeF2. Now again xenon can react with fluorine. If I increase the amount of fluorine, so it will form XeF4. Which compound? So I will write down the ratio 1:2 because here 2. Yes or no? XeF4 1:2. I have to supply the maximum amount of energy. But by this 2 F2 is a 4. So you can see here 1:2 note. But practically it says it forms 1:5 ratio. Which ratio? 1:5 ratio. Clear this part? Or you can write down here from 1:2 ratio only. Clear? If I again increase the amount of fluorine, so it will form nearly 3. So it will form here XeF6. So 1:3 ratio of fluorine if I take, fluorine gas if I take, it will form how much? XeF6. Clear? In certain book it is written like this. In certain book it is written here this ratio is 1:5 and here it is ratio is written 1:20. So this indicates what? These answers are also correct. No one will ask you ratio, don't worry about it. So this answers are also correct because here 5 indicates maximum amount of fluorine and here 20 ratio indicate more amount of fluorine than even this second reactions. Clear this part? So xenon can react with fluorine and forms the 3 kind of fluoride compounds: xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride. So these are the fluorides of xenon. So xenon will react with fluorine and form xenon fluorides. Xenon will react with fluorine and form xenon fluoride. It will react with fluorine in 3 conditions. Either you can remember 1:1, 1:5 and 1:20. Then also you check it out your book. Okay. So 1:1, 1:5 and 1:20. When 1:1 it will form xenon difluoride, 1:5 or 1:2 it will form xenon tetrafluoride, and 1:3 it will form xenon hexafluoride. As you go on amount of increasing the fluorine, you will get the higher compound of xenon. Clear this part? So these all compounds are crystalline solid. Write down. These all compounds are crystalline solids and highly hydrolyzed. Highly undergo hydrolysis. Clear? So these compounds are highly highly crystalline solid, and they have a capability to undergo highly hydrolysis, means they will go easily hydrolysis they will undergo, and the hydrolysis reaction of xenon fluorides are very important reactions. They are easily hydrolyzed, okay, yes or no? So these all the compounds, all the fluorides of xenon are highly crystalline solid, they undergo hydrolysis, and they are fluorinating agent. This also remember, they are highly fluorinating agent because they can easily supply the fluorine. So oxidizing agent means they will add oxygen. So here fluorinating agent means they can easily add the fluorine. So that kind they are fluorinating agent. And this, you remember this ratio only, okay? Don't remember previous ratio. This ratio only, it's okay. Okay, so when xenon reaction with fluorine, so it will form a three kind of a compound: xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride. Difluoride means 1:1 ratio, tetrafluoride means 1:5 ratio, and hexafluoride means 1:20 ratio. Clear? These all are strong fluorinating agent, crystalline solid, and easily hydrolyzed. So we will see the hydrolysis reactions of fluorides of xenon. Right on the next topic says the hydrolysis of fluorides of xenon. These are very easy. You have to remember the reaction, and I will show you the reaction of one trick reaction. So check it out here. So you can make a heading. Hydrolysis reaction of fluorides of xenon. Clear? It's very important. So we have hydrolysis means what? Just adding the water. Hydrolysis means adding the water. So we will see what will get the compound. See, here I will show you one trick. First we have XeF2, we have XeF4, and we have XeF6. If you understand this XeF6, easily XeF2 and XeF4 you will understand. Clear? Okay. So we will see this. Okay. Certain things also you should remember here. See, first I will react H2O. Now see here students, how to remember this trick. See, first I will explain this XeF6, then automatically you understand this. See, there are 6 fluorine and here there are 2 hydrogen. So I have to make HF. I have to make what? HF. Clear? So to formation of HF says one H is required and one F is required. Are you agreeing with me? Yes. So there are 2 hydrogen. So how many fluorine will go out? 2 fluorine will go out. So 2 fluorine is going out. Why 2 fluorine is going out? Because we required 2 hydrogen. So see here, when 2 fluorine will be going, so it will convert here XeF4, and fluorine will go means it will get charge minus, because fluorine is more to negative in nature. So whenever fluorine is removed from this F6, 2 fluorine are removed, so it will get 2 charge. Yes or no? And here plus will come here. Agree? Here hydrogen also I can split like this, 2H plus and O minus 2. See here? Because hydrogen is also positive charge and oxygen is also negative charge. So 2H plus and O minus 2. Yes or no? Split it. H will get plus and O will get minus 2. Now see here. What will happen? Here this H plus and fluorine will combine. So each fluorine minus 1. So 2 fluorine minus 2. Similarly H plus also. 1 HF means 1 hydrogen, 1 fluorine. So 2 HF means 2 hydrogen and 2 fluorine. So it will form what? 2 HF. Now this XeF4 plus 2 and this minus 2 also will react and forms what? XeOF4. Yes or no? If you don't want to understand in this way, bit confusion, so see here, easy trick I will show you. Formation of HF. So to form the HF, 1 H is required and 1 fluorine is required. Yes. So how many hydrogen are there? 2 hydrogen. So how many fluorine will be removed? 2 fluorine will be removed. So 2 HF will be gone. So now remaining is what? 1 Xe is remaining. Yes or no? And how many fluorine is remaining? So 2 fluorine has gone. 4 fluorine is remaining. So XeF4. Even 1 oxygen is also remaining. So 1 oxygen will come. So first compound will be formed is XeOF4. Clear? Now, once more we will add the water. Now, how many hydrogen are there? 2 hydrogen. So, 2 hydrogen will use how many fluorine? 2 fluorine will be used. So, what it will form? It will form 2 HF. Now, remaining is what? 1 Xe is remaining, O is remaining. Yes or no? Out of F, 4F, how many F has been removed? 2F has been removed. So, how many F is remaining? 2F is remaining. One more of this oxygen also. So, this 2 will come here. Yes or no? Then next, here one more H2O will come. Clear? One more H2O will come. Now, how many hydrogen are there? There are 2 hydrogen and there are 2 fluorine. So, formation of 1 HF require 1 hydrogen and 1 fluorine. So, 2 hydrogen, 2 fluorine will form what? 2 HF. So, it will form 2 HF. Remaining is what here? 1 is Xe and O2 is here 2 and one more oxygen. So, what will form? XeO3. So, in this way will form the compound. So, this is the exact answer of XeF6. Or in your book it is written like this: XeF6 plus H2O. So, see what is the final product there? XeO3 plus HF. Balance the reaction, you will get how many HF? 6 HF you will get. So, this is your book reaction and this is the analyzed reaction. Clear? Anyone you can remember. At each and every time you just remove the fluorine to form HF. You see how many hydrogen and fluorine are there. For formation of 1 HF, 1 H and 1 F is required. So, if there are 2 hydrogen, 2 fluorine will be going out. So, every time you remove 2 fluorine and add 1 oxygen. 2 fluorine, add 1 more oxygen. 2 fluorine, add 1 more oxygen. So, in short, final product what we are getting? Final product we are getting XeO3. So, write down XeO3 and also at each and every time HF is removed. When you balance, you will get 6 HF and these are the compounds. So, this is the analyzed equation, this is the generalized equations. These two are asked in the exams. I have given the shortcut. Next we will see the XeF2. If I hydrolyze, what I will get? So, this is very important. One I will get Xe, one I will get HF and one I will get O2. So, this reaction you have to remember Xe, HF and O2 I will get. One I will get Xe, say here 2 hydrogen and 2 F, so HF I will get 2 HF I will get. This oxygen will act as O2 and xenon will be separated, very easy. Now, if I add water to this XeF4, so these products are repeated. These products are repeated, but one more extra product will come, that is XeO3. This you have to remember. This you have to remember. XeO3. This you have to remember. Only for this you have to remember. Shall I explain once more? See, I will explain once more. XeF2H2O. So, this is the lower version. So, 1 Xe will be forming. This H and F will form HF and remaining is O. So, it will form what? O2. This copy paste Xe, HF, O2 and one more extra product will come, that is what? XeO3. This you have to remember just for this only. This I have taught you how to get the answer. But this is also very easy. Xe separated, HF and O2. Just remember for this XeF4, one extra product is coming XeO3. One more key point I like to tell, this XeO3 is an explosive solid. Please remember this. This XeO3 is an explosive solid. Clear this part? Write down this. Done? This is a generalized, this is the analyzed equation. Both can ask. Okay? Each and every time remove 2 fluorine and add 1 oxygen. Remove 2 fluorine, add 1 more oxygen. Remove 2 fluorine, add 1 more oxygen. See, now I cannot further go for hydrolysis. Why I cannot go further for hydrolysis? There is no fluorine. If there was fluorine here also, I would have gone more hydrolysis, but there is no fluorine here. So, here the stops, means this is my final reaction. And at each and every time my extra product I am getting is what? HF. So, this is book reaction, this is analyzed equations. Clear? Clear? Okay. So, some more reaction we will see of xenon fluoride. So, write down. So, this was the hydrolysis reaction of xenon fluorides. So, it is coming XeF2, XeF4, XeF6. Now, we will see the reaction of xenon fluorides, hexafluorides. So, write down. You can write down reactions of xenon hexafluoride. This is very important. Clear? We will see this. Ready? So, first we will see XeF4. On heating we get Xe plus F2. Very simple, no? 2F2. Okay. So, first we get X. Sorry. No, wrong answers. we will get XeF2 plus F2. XeF2 plus F2. So this is the reaction's answer. Xenon difluoride plus fluorine. Next is xenon fluoride on reacting with benzene ring. We get fluorobenzene. We get what? Fluorobenzene plus xenon. Clear? Next is SiO2. Xenon hexafluoride react with SiO2. So see here. See here from 4. See Si plus 4 and O minus 2. It will form like this. Okay. So what will happen, you know? And this also will get separate and forms Xe plus 4 F minus. So this will form silicon tetrafluoride SiF4 plus Xe4 and O minus 2 will be reacting. So Xe and O 4 and 2. So I am getting what? Xe2O4. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So I will get what? XeO2, xenon dioxygen. Clear this part? One more is that XeF4 will react with O2F2. So I will get the answer as here. See here, xenon fluoride and plus fluorine, I will get XeF6 hexafluoride plus O2 will be liberated. Adams reactions. Clear? This is all the reactions you have to remember now. Clear? Clear? Now see here. Take a screenshot. Taken. So XeF4 on heating, it will produce XeF2 plus fluorine. On reacting with benzene, fluorobenzene I will get silica, SiO4, no? This is the silica. So you can separate the reaction and O2 of dioxygen difluoride. So it will form XeF6 and O2. Clear? Now see here. Reaction of XeF6 we will see. This all has been asked in the exam, that's why I am doing, okay. This all a competition point. XeF6. See here, so they have a capacity to form the complex. Or XeF4 only, sorry, not XeF4. So this XeF4 also having the capacity formation of complex, so they have capacity to form complex. Clear? How? See, XeF4 is that from this 4F, if I remove one F, so F will get what? Minus charge. Yes or no? Because fluorine is the most electronegative element. If it is going from somewhere, it will gain the electron and go. So from out of 4F, 1F is gaining the electron. So remaining is 3F and it will give and go. Because from 4F, 1 fluorine is going. So he is taking and going, no? So one who has gained, so they will lose also. So one who lose creates positive charge, one who has gained creates the negative charge. So this XeF3 is nothing but your what? Complex compound. So in this way, XeF4 can form the complex compound. Clear? So now we will see certain reaction. So if I react with XeF4, if I react with SbF5, so what will happen? See, this will split and forms the complex XeF3 plus F minus. So this F minus will react here and forms what? SbF5. So one F I have to add. So SbF6, one electron added create negative charge plus XeF3 plus. So in this way complex are formed. Next, XeF4 if I react with PF5. So what happen, you know, again they will form a see this complex are formed, okay. Okay, this is a complex, as you know, no, SbF6, XeF3, or I can write down in this way also, XeF3, SbF6. Yes or no? Both are complex, even cation is a complex, anion is also complex. You know the complex compound, study in complex compound. Again it will, one fluorine will go here, it will form XeF3. No one will ask the name, just they will ask the formulas. So they will form one complex here plus this F minus will react here and forms what? PF6 minus plus XeF3 plus. Clear? Clear? Last we will see XeF4 plus HF. This also reaction is given in your book, or I will do somewhere else because return of this. Take a screenshot chalo first. Take it. Last reactions. XeF4 plus HF will form what? F minus XeF3 plus. So this F minus will react here and forms HF2 minus, yes or no, because it F was 1. Now one fluorine more I have added. So gaining of electron creates negative charge, HF2 minus plus XeF3 plus. So in this way it has also capacity to form what? Complex. So students, here the most of the things from group number 18 has been covered. Most of the reaction, important reaction has been covered. Next class I will tell you certain physical properties of group number 18 and certain more reactions, certain structures you will see. So here your group number 18 is over. So still two more lectures will be there on the structures and the physical properties. So your chemical properties is also over, and the reaction of certain fluids of the reactions also over.